Hi, I'm Paul, KB5MU in San Diego, and this is a HackRF One SDR board. Antenna on one side, USB on the other side. 1 megahertz to 6 gigahertz at up to 20 megasamples per second, transmit and receive. There's an ARM processor and a Xilinx CPLD. It doesn't have the fancy FPGA like the USRP has, but it does work fine with GNU Radio flowgraphs, and it's just $300. So this week, Team HackRF has been made some progress on establishing a development environment for this board, getting GitHub to cooperate with us, and so on, getting on the air. Our mission is to evaluate, develop, and document the HackRF for use as one of a number of possible solutions for a Phase 4 ground radio. On Thursday, the 18th of February, two of us had a preliminary relationship building meeting with representatives of AHA Products Group. They have an FPGA design, what they call an IP core in the industry, that can transmit the DVB2 S2X standard, which is what we've decided on for the downlink. We think their IP core would be very useful in the spacecraft, certainly for Phase 4B, probably for Phase 3E as well. And the CubeQuest Challenge spacecraft would make great use of the low SNR modes that have been added to the standard with the S2X Extensions. For ground station development, we hope to get a time-limited evaluation version of the transmitting side to use against our receiver implementation in the lab. Millennium Space Systems has been working for a while on an accommodation study which determines whether our payload is compatible with their spacecraft, the primary mission. On Friday the 19th of February, MSS presented the results of this study to AMSAT, and everything looks good. No impact to the primary mission. That is really good news, and in light of that, we think the Air Force will very soon grant approval for our mission. Big milestone. Next week, some of us from the ground and space teams will meet with Flex Radio for discussions about the possibility of manufacturing a version of the ground station radio when it's ready. Other manufacturers and organizations are also being approached about this. DVB2 S2X, DVB S2X, say that 3 times fast. DVB S2X has dozens of modes, combinations of modulation and coding. That's right side up, yeah. DVB S2X has dozens of modes. These are in the standard, of course. You can download the standard from dvb.org and read it if you dare. But in order to keep track of all these modes and make it easier to do some calculations, we're creating a spreadsheet which has each mode on a separate line. Look for that to show up in the repository soon. And now, here's some video and some photos from the lab efforts to try to get a DVB-T signal transmitted and received on the HackRF here in the lab.